Now with Dr. Bharat Pankhania, who is a senior clinical lecturer at Exeter University and joins me now from Bath in the UK. Doctor, thank you so much for being with us on the program. Give me a rundown of everything we know and need to know about the Nipah virus and how worried we should be.
So my first reassurance to our listeners would be, no, we shouldn't be excessively worried. Of course, we are concerned. So this is a virus spread from fruit bats to animals to humans. So we know the line of transmission, usually fruit bats who may infect farm animals like pigs, and then we get into touch with infected pigs and humans get infected. Of course, there is a direct route of infection too, which is fruit bats often live with date palm. And so if you are consuming half-eaten food, contaminated fruit, contaminated date palm sap, then that's a route for entry. It is not airborne. So to get infected, you've got to be in real close proximity to, for example, an infected person or infected food.
So given that it isn't an airborne disease, because the COVID-19 pandemic was an experience that many of us will never forget. So given that it isn't an airborne disease, we shouldn't expect this to turn into a virus as damaging as COVID-19, right?
Absolutely. Yes, indeed, because there isn't the potential to cause an explosive outbreak of infections, which then is going to cause more and more infections. This isn't like COVID, no.
And of course, precautionary measures are always welcomed and recommended to minimize contracting the virus. What should people be doing on a day-to-day basis to keep the germs away?
So this virus is found in fruit bats. So for countries where fruit bats live, you may have a concern. In other parts of the world where there are no fruit bats, we don't have that route of that virus. So if you have, for example, a fruit bat population, you need to be careful about eating food that fruit bats also consume or contaminate. And then, of course, keep clinical surfaces clean. The virus is very fragile. It is killed off by soap and water. It's killed off by alcohol gel. It's killed off by ultraviolet light. So it's pretty fragile. In clinical settings, we know what to do. We wear full PPE. Out in the open, where most people live, is be careful what you're eating. Be careful around fruit bats. Ideally, don't enter into the territory of fruit bats. Leave the fruit bats alone, and all will be well.
Okay, Dr. Bharat Pankhania, thank you so much for being with us here on TR2 World and sharing that insight with us.